Welcome back to JandJPickEm. My name is Josh. Last week, 100%. I went 14-0,
God
2
damn.
for 2 on our parlays, and 6 for 6 on our spreads. This is what we
Cashed out.
did. Cashed out. Let's go.
Bruh, this was a crazy week. Josh went 14-0. That means he got every single pick right. His spreads cashed out. My spreads cashed out. Our parlays cashed out. We're cashing out. We're making you guys money. Let's make you have money again, and let's go on to our week 7 picks.
Let's go.
Let's go.
To start off week 7, we got the Broncos versus Saints. This is an interesting matchup. Honestly, I feel like it could go either way. We got a backup quarterback, Spencer Rattler. He did throw 2 interceptions, but he kept it close in the first half.
Yeah,
I feel like he's going to have a good game this week. He does have Olave out. Rashid Shaheed is questionable, but I feel like he still has other options, and I feel like he's going to feed Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, definitely.
He's going to get on the ball a lot. And as for the Broncos, you already know how I feel about Bo Nix. I'm not a huge fan. And it showed last week. I told everyone lock of the week was going to be the Chargers, and they beat the Broncos. I called it. Bo Nix is not going to have a great game this week again, and their running game was non-existent. They're doing horrible. So, honestly, it's going to be super close, but I think I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to take the Saints winning. Spencer Rattler, I think he's going to do a lot better.
All right, for this one, I'm going to go with the Saints. Bo Nix, I don't know how I feel about him. I feel like he's going to throw lots of interceptions. Baker Mayfield struggled against the Saints defense.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
no way a young quarterback like Bo Nix is going to not
right.
suffer against them. I'm expecting him to throw at least 3 interceptions, just like Baker Mayfield did. Feed Alvin Kamara. He's a key player for this team.
Especially this
and
game.
Hopefully he balls out for my fantasy team.
You mentioned it, Saints defense. I think that's going to be the key point for this game for the Saints to win.
Yeah.
So we both got the Saints winning this week. To start off Sunday, we got the Patriots versus the Jaguars. The Jaguars are playing 2 weeks in a row now in London. They played horrible against the Bears last week. Travis Etienne is going to be out, but Tank Bigsby, I expect him to take the number 1 role as for the running back for their team, and he's going to do a lot better. Brian Thomas, I feel like he's going to do a lot better this game too. And Trevor Lawrence, he should have a better game. As for the Patriots, Drake May, super confusing. Like, he threw 2 interceptions, but he threw 3 nice touchdowns. So, and their defense wasn't playing too well, but I got the Jaguars winning. I feel like right now, as for the Patriots, they're probably going to lose the rest of the season every game, but you just got to hope Drake May develops and gets a lot better for the next season. But I got the Jaguars winning this game.
All right, for this one, I know last week I went with the Jaguars, but this week I'm not going with them. Trevor Lawrence,
crazy.
He can't win a game at all. I'm gonna ride the Drake May train. Hopefully, he's able to pull through and get the win.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry though, I feel like he needs to help out the quarterback.
100%.
For the Jaguars, Brian Thomas, like you said, he needs to step up. Last week, he didn't do anything. This week, the Jaguars, if they want to put up a game, he needs to step up. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Patriots for this game.
Yeah, Juan has the Patriots, and I have the Jaguars winning.
For the next game, we got the Lions versus the Vikings. NFC North Division game, the best division in the NFL right now.
Sheesh.
For this one, I'm going to go with the Lions. I feel like I'm pretty confident with Jared Goff right now. Sam Darnold, I feel like, his luck is coming to an end. For the Lions, I feel like the receivers, there's always someone that's going to step up. If it's not St. Brown, it's Jameson Williams. And now Laporta, he needs to put in his part
100%.
and step up. Because 1 touchdown, and it was only 1 reception. He needs a lot more catches than that. For the Vikings, Aaron Jones, I don't think he's going to be able to play. Last week he got injured. I think it's better if he just stays on the bench for this game. I don't want to see him injured. He's one of my favorite players. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions. Vikings, I don't know. I think their luck's coming to an end.
Yeah, so Vikings are 5-0 for a reason. I think their defense is playing amazing. Sam Darnold, like I said, he's having a 2017 Case Keenum type of year. I'm going to keep riding with the Vikings until they lose a game. So this is going to be a tough game. Aiden Hutchinson being out is such a huge loss for the Lions. One reason they win their games is because their defensive line gets a lot of pressure. If they get no pressure and Sam Darnold gets time, he's just going to keep feeding Justin Jefferson. And that's the reason why I think the Vikings are going to win. They're playing at home. It's a hard stadium to win at. As for the Lions, their running game's amazing. And like you said, Jameson Williams and Amon St. Brown, they have so many weapons. So I could easily see the Lions winning too. But I'm going to just go with the Vikings. They're undefeated. And I feel like as of right now, they're a really good team.
Yeah, it is going to be a close game because it is a division matchup. Yeah.
So I got the Vikings winning and Juan has the Lions winning this week.
Let's go Lions.
Next up, we got the Titans versus the Bills. I was gonna say 2 words. Will Levis, man. This guy's
Trash.
buns, bro. He only threw for 95 yards. He threw an interception, only 1 touchdown. And even his teammates are upset at him. Calvin Ridley, he's not getting enough targets. He's upset about it. And the Titans are doing good overall. I think the only thing going forward for them is Tony Pollard. He's a good running back. I feel like he could do good for them. But outside of that, offensively, I don't think they're going to keep up with the Bills. We just seen the Bills beat the Jets. I feel like they're a great team. Josh Allen, second best QB in the league. And James Cook should be coming back. So that's even going to boost up their offense even more. I shouldn't be saying much about this game. I think it's an easy matchup. I got the Bills winning.
Yeah, like you said, there's nothing going good for the Titans right now besides Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
For the Bills, Josh Allen, second best quarterback in the NFL.
Easy.
And their defense, Will Levis is not going to be able to do anything against them.
No.
But yeah, for this one, this is an easy lock. There's no way the Bills lose this game at all.
I know. It would be crazy.
Yeah, we're going to go with the Bills for this one.
Yes, sir. Next up, we got the Dolphins versus the Colts. The Dolphins, they're not going to play Tua Tagovailoa again. They're going to put Tyler Huntley in. And this dude can't pass the ball, man. All he does is run. When you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, you got to feed them the ball. And then I know they got more weapons, like a chain's coming back. So I expect them to do a lot better this week. But it's going to be kind of hard when Joe Flacco's playing amazing. Colts, finally did good. Anthony Richardson was healthy to start, but they started Joe Flacco. And we said that last week. Joe Flacco had to start for them and win this game. And that's exactly what happened. And now against the Dolphins, I feel like if Joe Flacco starts, they're going to win this game. Josh Downs has been doing good just because Joe Flacco's feeding him. Pittman should be healthy now, so I feel like they're going to have a lot more weapons. And I got the Colts winning this one, especially at home.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the Colts as well. They need to start Joe Flacco. Anthony Richardson, he has not been doing good. Let Joe Flacco, keep playing, until maybe he loses a game or something.
You have to.
But you gotta write him out all the way. He should be able to take him into the playoffs like he did last year to the Browns.
Hey, you're right.
Hopefully he does, For the Dolphins, I don't know. Tyler Huntley, he has not been playing too good. Well, He did play just one game. He's going to be coming back. I think this will be a close game.
Yeah.
But hopefully Joe Flacco starts and he's able to get the win.
Yeah, so we both got the Colts winning. Next up, we got the Seahawks versus the Falcons. We got the Battle of the Birds. Geno Smith, he did throw a couple of interceptions last week, and the receivers were getting locked up by the Niners. DK Metcalf, I think he only had like 48 yards. He wasn't doing too well, but luckily they're playing a secondary that isn't as good as the Niners, the Falcons. So I do expect their wide receivers to do a lot better. And as for the Falcons, dude, that running back core is looking really good. Tyler Algier had over 100 yards. Bijan had 2 touchdowns. I really like how they're playing. And then Drake London also had a touchdown. So offensively, they're looking amazing. I got the Falcons winning this one, but it's going to be a super close game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Seahawks win, but I got the Falcons winning.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the Falcons as well. I feel like Kirk Cousins has been balling now.
He's been doing a lot better.
The Falcons, they've been a lot better team than last year. And for the Seahawks, Geno Smith, I feel like he's not clutch. This will be a high-scoring game. Both teams have really good receivers. The Falcons, though, their run game is crazy.
It is.
They got Algier and Bijan Robinson, 2 really good running backs. And that's why I'm going to go with the Falcons.
Yeah, so we both got the Falcons winning this week.
For the next game, we got the Texans playing against my Green Bay Packers. Go Pack, go, baby.
Let's go.
For this one, I'm not feeling too confident. The Texans, they're a really good team right now. CJ Stroud has been balling out. His receivers, Diggs, Tank Dell. The running backs, Joe Mixon has been balling out. They're a really good team. And for this one, I'm going to go with the Packers. I feel like it should be a very close game. If anything, I feel like this is going to be a low-scoring game. I feel like both defenses are going to perform. For the Packers, Jordan Love, he needs to take care of that ball. Because the Texans defense, they're known for getting those turnovers.
100%.
And so is the Packers. But for this one, whoever, doesn't turn over the ball, scores touchdowns, is going to win.
Yeah, like you said, the Texans defense is amazing. Last week against the Patriots, they did amazing. And Joe Mixon, dude, I was watching the game last week and he kept getting the ball and he was making huge plays. As for the Packers, Jordan Love, man, that's my boy right there. He threw a bunch of touchdowns.
MVP.
Hey, I'm not even lying. I'm not even being biased right now. I think he's a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. He's playing like
top 2, not 2.
And I think the Packers have one of the deepest wide receiver cores in the league right now.
Yeah.
Especially their top 3 right now: Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, and Jaden Reed. They're doing amazing. And for that reason, the past 2 weeks I've been doing this. This is for Juan. Give me this cheesehead. Give me the Packers. Go Pack, go, baby. Packers are going to win this week.
Yep, Packers are going to get another dub. This will be a close game. The CJ Stroud, he should be able to keep it close.
Very true.
But yeah, I got the Packers getting that dub.
Go Pack, go. Next up, we got the Bengals versus the Browns. Honestly, even though the Bengals beat the Giants, they didn't look too well. They didn't have a lot of receiving yards. I know T. Higgins did do pretty well, but Jamar Chase, I feel like he usually gets one touchdown a game, and he does a lot better, but he didn't do that well this game. Chase Brown, he's a starting running back for the Bengals. I feel like he's getting that role now, and I feel like it's going to be increased, and he's going to do a lot better. And Joe Burrow, he did have like a 50-yard run. He did a lot better, but I feel like against the Browns, I think they're still going to win, but they might struggle a little bit just because the Browns defense, I feel like they're going to do a lot better. But Deshaun Watson, man, this guy's been struggling so much. As a Texan, he was so good. Once he became a Brown, he just started struggling. He didn't turn over the ball, but he basically didn't get any first downs, and that's what cost him the game. If he turns over the ball against the Bengals, they're for sure going to lose. So I got the Bengals winning this one.
Yeah, for this one, I'm going to go with the Bengals as well. Joe Burrow, his season has been improving from the first couple weeks.
100%.
The only problem is that he's always struggling to get that win, and I feel like it's going to be another week where he struggles.
Could
the
be
Browns'
tough.
defense they're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
They were able to stop the Eagles last week, and they ended up losing because of Deshaun Watson's mistakes.
Yep.
And that's what's going to happen again. Deshaun Watson, he's not able to use his receivers, the right way. And his receivers are not able to do anything.
Yeah.
And for this one, I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Yeah, I got the Bengals winning too. One more thing, Nick Chubb might come back, so that might help out the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, we got the Eagles versus the Giants. This is a division matchup, so I feel like anything could happen. And I feel like the Giants could keep it close just because Malik Neighbors is expected to come back, and he's an amazing wide receiver.
He's a baller.
Also, the Giants, we know that they lost Saquon Barkley this offseason, but they have a new running back, Tyrone Tracy. He's doing very well, especially in the receiving game. And I feel like he can kind of fill that role that Saquon had. I'm not going to say he's going to be as good as Saquon, but he's doing really well for the Giants. And for those reasons, I feel like they could make this game close. But the Eagles are so good in terms of talent. A.J. Brown came back like he never left. This dude had a touchdown. Devontae Smith had a touchdown. Saquon Barkley didn't do that well, but you already know he's going to turn up. Like, they're such a great team, and for that reason, I got the Eagles winning.
For this one, I don't know. I kind of want to go with the Giants, but I'm going to take the smart decision. I'm going to go with the Eagles. Their team is stacked. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley. But Malik Neighbors, he is back from that concussion.
Yep.
And that should be able to, he's a game changer.
100%.
He's a really great receiver, and I feel like he's going to have a huge impact on this game.
Yep.
So don't be surprised if the Giants are able to keep it close.
I agree.
Daniel Jones, surprisingly, he has those bad games. He has those good games. I think there's going to be one of those good games, and he should be able to keep it close.
Yeah, but we both got the Eagles winning this week. Next up, we got my Raiders versus the Rams. This is going to be in LA, so it's the Raiders' second home. Honestly, that's not going to mean much, though, dude.
You don't sound excited about this game.
Against the Steelers, man, I'd seen Instagram posts of the Raiders Stadium. That was a Steelers Stadium, man. There's way more Steelers fans than Raiders fans. And for a good reason, dude. The Raiders have been playing horrible. I think Alexander Madison is going to be our starting running back continuing this whole season. Brock Bowers is our only hope. He's doing really good. And if Devontae Adams doesn't get traded, I had a really good feeling he's going to play this week. So if Devontae Adams is back, that's going to be a huge step for the Raiders. As for the Rams, Cooper Kupp is very possible to come back. And if he comes back, that's a huge boost for Matthew Stafford. He loves giving Cooper Kupp the ball. And, dude, their offense is going to be way better, especially with Kyron Williams coming back. And they're coming off a bye week, dude. They're going to be fresh and healthy. And for that reason, I got the Rams beating the Raiders this week.
Yeah, for this one, I'm sorry, Josh. The Rams are going to take another win.
I had to
The
agree.
Raiders, I feel like they have nothing, to look forward to. I'm sorry, dude. Devontae Adams. Like they say, no one should be in Vegas for more than 3 days. Send them to
Free
New Orleans
Adams.
or New York. But for this one, I think it's going to be a horrible game for the Raiders. They're not going to be able to stop Kyrie Williams.
Yeah.
He's going to be running all over that defense.
100%.
Last week, they were able to stop the run. Again, they're not going to be able to stop it.
Yeah, I hope we just lose the rest of our games and get a high draft pick or something, man. Time to tank, man. So we both got the Rams winning this week. Next up, we got the Panthers versus the Commanders. The Panthers last week, they kept it close against the Falcons in the first half, but then second half, they couldn't stop the run at all. And luckily for them, Brian Robinson might be out for the Commanders, but Austin Eckler, I still expect them to have a great game. But if Austin Eckler's playing, it might be a little easier for the Panthers to stop the run. As for the Panthers, their receiving game, I feel like they got to step up a lot more. Xavier Legette, he's a rookie, but I feel like he can be the number one with Deontay Johnson, and they have to do a lot better if they want to win this game. As for the Commanders, they they put a pretty good game against the Ravens. They only lost
they've
by a
been balling
touchdown. Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year, man. He's been playing amazing. And Terry McLaurin has, dude, this is probably his best season in his whole career.
Finally, about time.
Bruh, because of Jaden Daniels. And for that reason, I got the Commanders winning. They're looking good with the rookie, and they're going to continue playing good, and they're going to beat the Panthers this week.
Yeah, the Commanders, I feel like, no one expected them to be this good this
No
season.
one, bro.
And they've been balling out. Jaden Daniels, like you said, rookie of the year. McLaurin finally getting more involved this season. But for this one, I feel like, it's an obvious game.
Yeah.
The Commanders should be able to come out with the win. Andy Dalton, he's all right. He's able to... I feel like he's better than Bryce Young.
Oh, yeah,
But
easily.
he's still throwing those interceptions. It's gonna keep costing him every game.
Yeah, so we both got the Commanders winning this week. Next up, we got the Chiefs versus the Niners. Super Bowl rematch 2 times, bro. This is going to be a crazy matchup. It's in Levi Stadium. Chiefs are coming off a bye week. Xavier Worthy's healthy. Kelsey's healthy. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's playing a lot better, at least last week, or the last time they played, he was playing really great. And honestly, I expect him to have a big role again. And Kareem Hunt, dude, this guy's playing like his 2016
Balling
again.
out.
Rookie season, Kareem Hunt. They're doing amazing. As for the Niners, I really like how their defense is playing. And then their offense, we know what Kittle could do. Debo had a really good catch against the Seahawks. And Brock Purdy limited turnovers, and he was playing amazing. Give me the upset, which I think is upset. Give me the San Francisco 49ers beating the Super Bowl champs. They want revenge. They're mad that they lost those 2 Super Bowls. This is the type of game that the Niners win against a good team like the Chiefs.
Yeah, for this one, I know everyone's probably going to hop on the Chiefs because they always smack the Niners. But for this one, I'm going with the upset. The 49ers. I'm telling you right now, their defense is amazing. Brock Purdy is going to have a really good game.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes is going to get exposed. Taylor Swift don't even show up in the Bay Area. It's not going to.
We don't want it, bro.
Yeah, for this one, Kareem Hunt, he's coming back. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's been playing really good. But I don't know. It's just something about the San Francisco 49ers. That defense, Fred Warner, he's a beast. My favorite player on that team.
Yeah.
And I think I got them winning this game.
Yeah, so we both got the 49ers winning a tough matchup.
For the next game, we got the Jets versus the Steelers. For this one, I'm going to go with my boy back here, Aaron Rodgers, the GOAT.
Yes,
he
sir.
just threw a Hail Mary again. Last week, he should have won against the Bills. But his kicker, he lost him the game.
Choked.
But for this one, Aaron Rodgers is going to ball out again. Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard. I expect them to have another great game. Brees Hall, he can do it all, receiving and rushing. So they should be able to get the win. For the Steelers, Justin Fields, I'm not a big fan of him. He has been doing just enough to get the win lately. But for this one, it's going to be a harder game, more competitive. Their defense is for sure going to step up. TJ Watt, he's a baller. Aaron Rodgers might have some trouble with that defense, but he should be able to come out with the win.
Yeah, for the Steelers, I feel like their defense is going to be a key part for this game if they want to win. Their defense is amazing. And then Najee Harris, he learned how to run last week. He finally knows how to run the ball. I think he knows that he's like 6'4" and 200 pounds. He's doing amazing. He's a good running back. But Justin Fields, like you said, he has to do a lot better in throwing the ball. And I've been saying this every week. You have George Pickens, man. Get on the ball. And call me crazy. I think if Russell Wilson comes in, he'll do better in the passing game. And that's all the Steelers need. They need to do a lot better offensively. As for the Jets, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to have a better game. He's finally connecting with Alan Lazard and Garrett Wilson. So for that reason, I'm going to go with the Jets too, man. I feel like everyone has the Steelers winning, but I got the Jets doing a lot better. Aaron Rodgers finally getting in the groove, and Brees Hall's an amazing running back.
Yeah.
So we both got the Jets being the Steelers this week. To start off Monday Night Football, we got the Ravens versus the Buccaneers. This is going to be an amazing matchup. We got 2 teams who are 4-6. The Ravens, they've been playing pretty good. Against the Commanders, they did amazing. Mark Andrews finally got a touchdown. He's finally doing amazing. Zay Flowers over 100 yards. And Derrick Henry, dude, this is the best team he could have went to. Derrick Henry on the Ravens is a cheat code, man.
Definitely.
He's looking like prime MVP Derrick Henry.
2 running backs on that team.
Dude, crazy.
1 at quarterback.
And if they want to win this game, they got to keep running the ball, and their defense has to stop Baker Mayfield. He did throw 3 interceptions last week, but he still got the ball. Chris Godwin, he had a bunch of yards. And who's Sean Tucker, man? I thought this guy was a rapper when I first heard his name, dude. But this guy did very well in the rushing game and in the receiving game. But if Rashard White comes back, he's not going to do anything. But if Rashard White isn't healthy, Bucky Irving and Sean Tucker are going to take over this game. But I still got the Ravens winning this game. So I think the Ravens are going to win, but it's going to be a super close one against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, for this one, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Like I said last week, Lamar Jackson has a really good record against NFC teams.
Yep.
He's 22-3, I believe. And he's
Crazy.
about to be 23-3.
Yeah.
He's a baller. The Ravens offense is so good right now. Bateman, Say Flowers,
Yep.
Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, they all been balling out,
Crazy.
and I expect them to do it again. Baker Mayfield, I'm a big fan of him, but this week I'm not sure how he's gonna perform. Usually, I don't know. There's just that Ravens team, like I said, I
have a
believe
good
a lot in that
defense.
22-3, and the Ravens always been in the NFC, and that's a big reason why I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah, so we both got the Ravens winning this week.
Hopefully, Baker Mayfield's able to throw some touchdowns, but he might struggle a little.
To end off week 7, we got Monday Night Football. We got the Chargers versus the Cardinals. I think this is going to be a surprisingly good game. The Chargers did pretty good against the Broncos last week. Justin Herbert did amazing. Their running back core, J.K. Dobbins. Dude, honestly, I didn't think he was going to be a good running back this year, but he's doing really good for the Chargers. And their defense is the reason they won that game. And I think their defense is going to do good this week. And that's another reason why they're going to beat the Cardinals this week. I will say Marvin Harrison Jr., he is in concussion protocol, so he's most likely going to be out. And, dude, that's a huge loss for them. That's basically their best player on offense. And James Conner didn't do anything last week. And Kyler Murray, he didn't do that great either. So I got the Chargers winning this one, but I feel like it's going to be a tough one on the road. It isn't in Arizona. And I feel like they are a good team. So I got the Chargers winning this one.
Yeah, for this one, I feel like it should be a really close matchup. Kyler Murray, he hasn't been playing too good. His running backs, James Conner, hasn't done much at all this season. And, I feel like he's not able to utilize his receivers.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, he is going to be out.
Yeah.
For the Chargers, J.K. Dobbins, like
Yeah,
you said, he's
did
been
pretty good.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. His receivers, McConkey, I think he had like 4 receptions, but I feel like he can do a lot better than what he has been
100%.
playing like, and he should be able to perform. But for this one, I'm going to go with the Chargers. I feel like it's a very tricky game, both teams. Arizona is playing at home. The Chargers haven't been playing too great.
Yeah.
But for this one, I'm going to go with the Chargers.
And I'm going to go with the Chargers winning this one too. Next up, we got our spreads of the week. Like we mentioned in our intro, we went 6 for 6 on our spreads,
Cashed
man.
out.
Made you guys some money. And this week, we feel pretty confident too. So for my spreads, I got the Jaguars minus 5.5. I got the Niners minus 1.5. And I got the Panthers plus 7.5.
For my spreads, I'm going to go Lions plus 2.5, Ravens minus 3.5, and Falcons minus 3. Last week, all 6 of our spreads cashed out. Let's run it back again.
Let's go. And for the best segment of the week, parlay of the week, not just my parlay hit, but Juan's parlay hit
Time to
too.
cash out again.
Both of our parlays hit, man. Let's get you guys this money. So for my parlay, I got the Bills, I got the Jaguars, and I got the Jets.
And for my parlay, I'm going to go Bengals, Packers, Jets. Let's get another win for those parlays and cash out.
Let's get this money.
Let's keep it going.
Thank you guys for watching JandJPickEm. This was week 7 picks. Hey, like I said, I went 14-0, 6 for 6 on our spreads, 2 for 2 on our parlays.
Cashed out.
This is what we do, man. And I forgot to say my slogan, so here it is. When we get double-digit wins, you guys get double-digit wins. And when you get double-digit wins, you win your pick'em.
Like Josh said, week 6, we balled out.
Yes, sir.
Josh went 14 for 14. Won literally every single one of his picks.
100%.
Everything he said was going to happen, happened.
Yes,
Who else
sir.
is doing that? Who else is giving you 100% correct picks? No one else. NFL analysts who do this for a living do this to feed their families. Come on. Josh is feeding y'all.
Let's go.
So come on. Let's get another week. Let's get all of our picks right again. And let's cash out. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
And follow us on Instagram, JandJPickEm. This was Juan.
This was Josh.
And this was JandJPickEm.